Sound check, 1, 2. Sound check, sound check. Sound check, sound check. Hey guys, I'm just waiting for a few more people to get the live notification and I will get this thing started. Got a couple quick things to go over with you guys. And then I'm going to do a quick refresher on the online bidding because we have a lot of new people who've inquired about and or already signed up to bid online. I just want to make sure everyone knows how it works and is good to go and all that good stuff. But like I said, I'm just going to wait. Looks like notifications are going out. We got people jumping on. So we'll just give it a couple more seconds here and we'll get to it. You can go on about your afternoon. All right. Looks like people are getting the note that we are live. So I will go ahead and start. Happy New Year. Happy 2026, guys. It's Bridget with Horse Auctions USA. It's not the first Thursday. It's the second Thursday of the month, but because the holiday kind of jacked things up, it is our first Thursday of sale of the month and our first sale of 2026 here at Jones. Jones Livestock Auction, Jones, Oklahoma, and it's online bidding night. So pulling this up now so we can make sure that the camera and the mics are working, which they are. So that's all good. And also just so I can kind of touch on a few things about tonight and Saturday's sale as well. And then, like I said, at the end, we'll go over the online bidding for my new people. So my seasoned online bidders, you can get out of here once that comes because there's nothing new there for you. So inside items, outside items, and then livestock. That is the order we sell things here at Jones. I've had quite a few people ask. Online bidding is only available for the livestock, guys. So not for the inside items and not any of the equipment or outside stuff. We don't do the chickens per se online. We will be doing the peafowl and the pheasants that are advertised. Those will be available for online bidding, and we will actually start the online bidding on the livestock with those. Okay. General start time. For those of you who've been here to Jones, you know, for those of you who are new, we start at 6 o'clock promptly on the inside items, which is what you're looking at right now. It is 4:37 and currently the ring is not piled high and you can still walk around in there. So pretty light night. That is subject to change because a lot can happen between now and 6. But for the moment, it looks like not a super crazy long night on inside items tonight. Once we finish the inside items, we will sell the outside items. I don't think we're like overwhelmed with outside items either. So all of that is to say that as of now, 4:38 p.m., I think we'll be on livestock earlier than we often are on internet night. So maybe an 8-ish start time on livestock. As we get a little bit closer and they kind of get into the thick of things, we start selling stuff. I will definitely pop on Facebook and send a little notice out to my registered bidders to let you know how things are looking. Like, hey, you know, I was right. It's looking like 8 o'clock, or whoa, we had 2 semi-loads of stuff pull in. It's going to be 9:30. So right now I'm thinking 8-ish, okay, for a start on livestock. The order that we're going to sell livestock, we will sell those peafowl and the pheasants. We will sell those first. And then generally we go right into goats. We have a couple of llamas tonight and we're not like packed to the gills with goats tonight. They may whip those llamas in before the goats. So I'm unclear at the moment. I will try to confirm with the guys in the back and let you guys know before we start the livestock which way it's going to go. So it's either going to be llamas then goats or goats then llamas. Either way, once those are done, we will move into cattle. We start with calves, pairs, young stock, and move on up. And then we finish the night out with the equines. And we'll start the equines with ponies, minis, donkeys, and then move on to the bigger horses. So that's kind of the order of things. Online bidders. If you're new or you've got questions I've had several people ask this time about bidding on one versus multiple animals and all that. So I just kind of wanted to touch on what that's going to look like for you and how this works. If you're a seasoned online bidder with me, this probably isn't going to be new information for you. But for those of you who are new, I'm going to flip your view around. So you're looking at my computer screen and we're going to talk about the online bidding and I'll give you a kind of a little run through. Sometimes seeing makes things a whole lot clearer. So let me switch your screen so that you're looking at my computer screen, which you now should be. Okay. Make sure that, yep, you guys are looking at my screen. So where do you go to online bid? If you are on the Jones Livestock Facebook page, the link for tonight's sale is pinned to the top of the page, okay? Right here under featured, it's right at the top, online bidding link for tonight. Or you can just kind of scroll on down, right? And you will see it after or before all of Angie's posts from the day. I posted it early this morning, right there. Okay, so online bidding link, it's in bold, and it's right there. So you can directly click on that link, or if you don't want to go through the Facebook link, what you can do is open up your tab, and in the address bar, you are going to type bid, BID, like you're placing a bid, and then a period, horse, auctions, and there is an S at the end of auctions, USA.com. Okay. If you do it that way, it's going to bring you to our landing page here. As our name implies, we are all over the place. But tonight we're talking about Jones. So here's Jones, and you want to click on view auction. Okay. When you do that, what it's going to bring up right now is an index of the animals that were advertised ahead. And that's pretty much all you're going to see. Okay. I generally try to add in like the equines as they come in and then anything that was advertised ahead. If you've been to Jones before, you know that this number down here, this 137 items number, that's gonna multiply exponentially. So we finish unloading up right about 7:30 tonight. And once we're done unloading and I have all the tag numbers, then all of this, what you see is going to change, right? Because then every tag number that we have is going to be uploaded. Okay. Whether we had pictures of them or not, they will all upload. So right now you're just seeing the animals that were advertised ahead. And then 7:30 or so, you will see all those numbers. You may have noticed animals, when I first list them, before we have them actually here and checked in, I give them placeholder numbers, right? And then once we've got them checked in, I know their tag number will change, okay? So animals still the same. If you've got it on your watch list or you've placed an absentee bid, it'll follow with, but just be aware that these lot numbers, will change as we get them all checked in. So to register to bid, you're going to click on this handy dandy little register to bid link. It shows up under all the animals. It does not matter which one you click on. Okay. I do want to direct my new people to lot number 0 right here. Sale information. This has a lot of good basic information, both about the sale itself and the online bidding. This is a really good resource for my new people. It'll kind of, give you an abbreviated version. Same thing with the rest of these animals. When space allows, when the information allows, all their info is here. But so this llama's got quite a bit of information here. So when you click on it, it'll expand. Okay. So when you click on one, if there's additional information, it's going to tell you. If there's videos, it's going to tell you there's a video. Let's see, like these. I know these have a video. So when you click on it, the second thumbnail is always going to be the video. Okay. So if they've got a video, it'll show you. So what happens when you click register to bid? When you click it, it's going to bring up this pop-up box. If you're brand new, you've never had an account with Horse Auctions USA, you are not going to put your email and your password in here. That is for returning users, okay? If you're new, you're going to go down here to no account, sign up here. You're going to click on that, put your information in and click continue. To complete registration, you're going to have to put in your complete address, and you want to make sure you're using a billing address that matches the credit or debit card that you're going to register with. So you do have to put in a credit or a debit card to register to bid, and it's an unfortunate necessary step. We need to know that our bidders are real live humans, you're over the age of 18, and most importantly, you can pay for your purchases. Okay. When you put that card in and you check out the terms and conditions and all that good stuff, Horse Auctions USA is going to put a $500 pre-authorization on that card. It is not a charge. Okay. If you don't buy anything, it doesn't cost you anything. Your mobile banking may very well send you a notice that looks like a charge. And this inevitably prompts a phone call to me. Get in your mobile banking and look, you'll see it shows up as pending. I bank with 2 different banks, and one of my banks does this and one doesn't. So it all depends on your bank. Some banks are going to send you a pending charge notification. Some are not. It's just dependent on your bank. Just rest assured that it's a pending charge. It's going to fall off like it was never there. Okay. So it doesn't cost you anything. If you register to bid and you don't buy anything, that $500 falls off automatically on my end. When it shows up on your bank's end is entirely up to your bank. It's generally the next business day, but since this is evening and usually way after business hours, most of you can expect to see that fall off on Monday. I have no control over when that's going to happen. That's entirely up to your bank. Just know it's automatic on my end. So once you have registered to bid, and I'm going to get in my bidder account so we can see what things look like. And for my people who had questions about buying or bidding on multiple animals, I'm going to answer those too here once we're signed into bidding. Okay, so now I am logged in and registered to bid. And I know this because my name appears up here and all my snifty little register to bid prompts have now changed to actual bid buttons. Okay. So there are two ways to bid on this platform. You can watch and bid live tonight in real time, or you can place absentee bids ahead of time and let the computer do the work for you. We're going to go over how to use both of those options. Why might you use the absentee version instead of the live bidding? The most obvious is maybe you have to get up early and you're going to go to bed early and the animals you want are going to be late. Maybe you got to work tonight. You got an obligation that's going to prevent you from watching. But the less obvious reason is if you live in an area or you're going to be bidding from an area with poor internet connectivity, or you're using your phone to bid and you have poor cell service, that can cause a delay on your end. We're very fortunate here at Jones. We have excellent internet. We're direct wired in. There's no lag and there's no delay. So it's very speedy and timely on my end, but I have no control over any kind of lag on yours. So if that applies to you, you might want to use the absentee bidding option. I do have a lot of bidders that do that. And what they do is they place those absentee bids. They still watch live. You can absolutely, just because you placed an absentee bid doesn't mean you can't jump in and change it, jump in and up it if you need to in the heat of the moment. That way the computer does all the work for you because it's pretty fast paced. It's actually very fast paced. So just kind of keep that in mind. So let's pretend for a moment that we're live. We're going to go over what the live bidding looks like, right? So I'm going to click on first lot. I'm going to click view live. This is where you watch the live feed. Okay. I'm going to minimize it here. So the live feed is here and the auctioneer is doing his thing and he's wrapping along and he's asking for 500 and I want to bid 500. I'm going to click once to bid and it says confirm bid. Your bid has not been placed yet. You have to click a second time to confirm the bid. Okay. Now there is absolutely no question that I am the high bidder, right? It's green. I have little stars here. It says high bidder. Okay. So for those who will be bidding live tonight, don't forget to click confirm. Okay. Click fast because if you don't confirm, your bid will not come through. That's in there because we don't want an accidental bidding. Okay. Nothing good has ever come from an accidental bidding. The absentee bidding option I was talking about works like this. You'll notice that next to that bid button is a little drop down arrow. And when I click on that, that's going to bring up create a max bid. So you click on it and it's going to let you put your maximum amount in. Do not be afraid to use this thinking the computer is just going to automatically tax you for that maximum amount. Okay, I want to show you what happens. I'm going to place that bid. So the computer has acknowledged that my maximum bid is $1,000, but you'll notice I'm still winning the practice lot at 500. Okay. The computer is going to put you in for the lowest available amount, and that's where you're going to sit until someone else bids, and it has to put you back in to keep you in the lead. It's going to bid by increments, $100 increments, or once we get up over $1,000, $250 increments. So I just want to be clear. When you put your max in, the computer doesn't just, say, okay, your maximum is 3,000. We're going to put you in for that. That's not how that works. When you put that in, you're asking the computer to act on your behalf. So quick, that's kind of how we do it. How do we sell these animals tonight? Goats and sheep. We sell a lot of them and we sell them fast. Okay. So when the goat tags all upload, you'll notice there's no individual goats listed right here, right? There's just a goat and sheep information lot. That's because in order to give you individual bidding options, I would have to have the tag numbers on each and every goat, and we would be selling goats until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So the goats are going to come in the ring. And with goats, with very few exceptions, it's times the number of animals in the ring, right? So if there's 5 goats in the ring, it's 5 times your bid, okay? Every once in a while on some fancy goats, like some fancy boars, they might choice them. But for the most part, it is going to be times the number of goats. And it is rapid, okay? It's very fast. You want to get your bids in. Do my very best to get the auctioneer to announce what they are. I cannot guarantee it, and I certainly can't see it from up here, but we will do our level best to let you know the sex on the goats as they're coming in. The tag numbers on the goats Ignore the tag numbers on your screen. Okay. They're not going to match the goats in the ring. Again, we would be here till 8 in the morning if I had to match all those tags. If there's 5 goats, I'm going to give you 5 goat tags and we're off to the races. Once we get into the cattle, the llamas, and the horses, the equines, those tag numbers will fit. You'll notice on a lot of these animals, so like I said, we'll choice like cattle and stuff like that. So it'll say 1 of 2, 1 of 3, 1 of whatever. And I've had a few people ask, if I just want 1, if I bid on 1, am I only bidding on the 1? So the answer to that is yes. Okay. Generally, when we run cattle, let's say we run 6 head of cattle in the ring, we're going to choice them. The first 1, 2, maybe 3 times, we'll choice them. And so if someone takes 1, then it's choice of the available ones, the 5 that are left. And then if someone else takes 1, then it's choice of the next 4. And then someone takes 1 and there's 3 left. At that point, we may say, okay, now it's 3 times the money. And we'll tell you that, and it will show you on your screen. So what does it look like when you're bidding on more than one animal? Here's a good example. And I'm so glad we have pairs to show you. So these pheasants, they're going to sell in pairs. So it's 2 times your bid. Okay. So it will show you, and same thing when we're live, it's going to show you if it's times 2, times 5, whatever. It'll say times however many animals. So hopefully that helps answer that question. When you're a winning bidder tonight, Angie in the office is going to send you a text letting you know to reach out to her when you're done bidding for the night. She'll take payment over the phone, and then you'll need to come pick up your animals. You can certainly pick up this evening, before the end of the sale, or tomorrow morning before noon. If you need to lay them over longer than noon tomorrow, it is a space available only situation. I mean, we do have a horse sale on Saturday, so it's pretty limited and pretty tough. Just if you think you're going to need layover board for animals, you might want to reach out to the office ahead of time and let them know what you're thinking and how many, so they can make sure they can accommodate it. Speaking of the horse sale, that's right, we're back here Saturday for the horse sale. Because this sale and the horse sale are so close together, when you register to bid for one, you're already registered for Saturday. Okay, so like if you register tonight, you're already registered for Saturday. You don't have to go through that again. Just log in and you're good to go. If you already registered for the horse sale, you're good to go for tonight. That registration is going to carry over. We just tried to do that to make life easier for you. I think that's everything. I am going to switch the screen back over to see if I've got any questions from you guys. And if I don't, I'm going to hop off of here and get out of your hair. And I will, like I said, I'll let you know how the night's progressing and what it looks like for start time. All right. It doesn't look like a crazy busy night. I suspect we'll probably be done around midnight tonight. It doesn't look insane. All right. Thank you, everyone.